Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia rematch. Is it on the deck? And Gervonta responds to the Bill Haney, Floyd Mayweather drama in his usual style. Let's talk about those things and a little something else in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Welcome back to Fanon International Boxing Channel, where we talk all things boxing. And this last weekend and over the last couple days, we've had a lot to talk about, and it's been very, very funny for me personally, as Devin Haney and Devin Haney fans get a little water poured on their hopes, their dreams, and their aspirations. Or should I say, punches rain down mighty nasty on the top of Devin Haney's head by Ryan Garcia. Then to add insult to injury, Bill Haney goes at Floyd Mayweather Jr. And the yes men for Devin Haney are still out there talking the same stuff. But Gervonta Davis responds with a bunch of laughter. And I'm going to tell you what I think that means. But most honestly, I think that there is a real chance that we could get a rematch between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. And that particular situation would wind up being the biggest fight in since in the last 10 years. Before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. Look, if I've seen a little bit sarcastic in this video, that's because I am being. Man, Devin Haney got beat up. Devin Haney got beat up. And there was a whole lot of people acting like that was an impossibility. There was no way that that was going to happen. Devin Haney was getting hated on by Floyd Mayweather Jr. because Floyd Mayweather Jr. knew that Devin Haney was going to beat his 50-0 record. Well, funny things happen on the way to immortality. Like you getting slapped upside the head by a guy that you called an exhibition fighter a bunch of times, getting dropped between 3 to 5 times, and pretty much having your stock drop through the floor. That's what happened to Devin Haney. Now, the beautiful thing is that you can rebound, because that same thing that happened to Devin Haney had happened to the guy that did it to him, Ryan Garcia, where Ryan Garcia jumped in the ring with Gervonta Davis, got dropped twice, quit on his knee, and had his reputation get tanked, only to come back, tanked against tanked, only to come back, beat Oscar Duarte, get back in the ring, Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and get back on top. So the question is now, what's going to happen next with Ryan Garcia? And will he rematch Gervonta Davis? My answer to that is there's a high probability that that would happen. And if it happens, it's going to be the biggest fight in boxing for sure, because there's a whole bunch of excuses being thrown around by Ryan Garcia and by people around Ryan Garcia and the usual people that can't stand Tank about how it was the fact that Devin Haney, how that Gervonta Davis weight drained Ryan Garcia was the reason that Ryan Garcia got knocked out the last time. Never mind that they're not allowing Devin Haney to use that excuse for Devin losing to Ryan. So we now see people exposing themselves with how they, as if we hadn't already seen that, how they can use one argument to defend defend the guy that they like. But when somebody else that they don't like uses the same argument, they see the fallacy and the flaws in that argument. But will we see that rematch? I think we got a good chance of seeing that rematch, especially with this rehab season thing going on with Saudi Arabia, or the guy, Turki Al-Sheikh from Saudi Arabia, putting on fights in the United States. And I got to tell you, man, that card that they have out there in California, the one with Terrence Crawford versus Madmarov and Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz and Isak Cruz versus Rayo. Man, that's a great card with a bunch of different promoters, bunch of different entities in the United States. So the money is going to be there for the big fights that people want to see. I do believe, though, that this guy, Turki Al-Sheikh, does seem to be somebody that's a bit of a boxing purist and may not want to pay for that fight, but he wouldn't even have to pay for that fight. He wouldn't have to subsidize that fight between Ryan and Devin, because that crap is going to do 2 million pay-per-views, because it looks like Ryan has come back. Now, Gervonta Davis responded to a bit of a roadblock in that happening, which is, the fact that Devin Haney is still alive and kicking. Devin Haney deserves a rematch with Ryan Garcia. And so Devin Haney is going to come back and is going to push for that fight. There's going to be Devin Haney fans pushing for that fight. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen for him. So he's going to be put in a situation where he's got to go back to the drawing board, but he's got to go back to the drawing board with a guy that can't paint. And the guy that I'm saying that can't paint, can't draw on that drawing board is Bill Haney. And when we saw the emojis from Gervonta Davis laughing, I can only assume that those laughing emojis were for Bill Haney and that conversation that took place between him and Floyd Mayweather Jr. When Bill Haney showed the boxing world exactly how petty he is. That dude is otherworldly, man. That dude is otherworldly egotistical, otherworldly petty, otherworldly inconsistent and contradictory. The man was sitting there talking to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Like he was Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s equal, blaming Floyd Mayweather Jr. for not taking care of boxers, blaming Floyd Mayweather Jr., saying Floyd Mayweather Jr., your money doesn't mean anything. Started talking a bunch of street talk and all of that. Just so intent on winning his point, versus having a real conversation with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and did it in front of hundreds of thousands of people. As far as the number of people that are going to watch that conversation, I do believe at the end of the day, 800,000 people probably watched that conversation. And that's what Devin Haney has to work with going into, this new phase of his career. A whole lot of people are saying, man, look, Devin's not going to get better. He's not going to get all the way back until he has at least some other eyes in his career and some other guidance in his career other than Bill. But I doubt very much that Devin makes any type of change or does any type of thing that Bill doesn't want him to do. It seems like, man, that seems like that could be highly toxic if Devin Haney tried to make any move like that whatsoever, because you see what's in the way that guy thinks when the rubber hits the road, or, the SHIT hits the fan, you see him start throwing hissy fits and really showing his true domineering and controlling personality. Just going to be wild thing to see altogether, man. But, the totality of the conversation, though, I have to tell you, I think it's good for boxing. It's good for boxing conversation. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, that rematch, I would love to see it. The same thing's going to happen again. Now, the same thing is going to happen again. And that is that Gervonta Davis is going to beat Ryan Garcia again. Ryan Garcia is a very good fighter. He's a dangerous fighter, but Gervonta Davis is just an all-around better fighter than he is. And Gervonta Davis is not still the big money guy in that fight. That fight, I don't care what type of stories are told by people about how many pay-per-views that thing did. Man, that thing did not do any type of 1.5 million pay-per-views. Gervonta's still going to be in the driver's seat, still going to be the A side in that, and he's still going to make sure that Ryan, if Ryan wants that fight, doesn't do anything stupid as far as that weight goes. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.